Freddie was only able to run one day. He got rained out the second day. And when I say rain, I mean we filled up probably 250 gallons in our water catchment system. Then everything froze. But a major goal he accomplished was unearthing that carport. That carport used to be what the bus. We had a camper up here, but this is before the bus. So we took the camper on vacation, and we came back, and Charlotte goes, "Where's the carport?" Apparently, and I had it rebarred into the ground. I've owned these on occasion, off and on, but it was rebarred into the ground. But the wind got it and picked it up, and we couldn't find it. And it was buried in this thicket. You couldn't see it from the driveway. You couldn't see it from the road. And finally, we saw it a couple years ago, but it sat there for about 3 years. And I'm going to make either a woodshed or the starts of a chicken coop. I don't know. Charlotte's wheels are spinning on the chicken coop, so we're probably going to do something crazy with that. But I'm going to start taking this apart and salvaging all that metal and metal roof. But it's like 15 degrees outside. We haven't had above freezing in over a week. And it looks like it'll be another 4 or 5 days before it gets in the 40s. So hanging in there.
I will find you in the morning, sunlight draped across your face. You are smiling from the moment the breath within your lungs escapes. You say someday we will wake up and the memories will all but fade. But in this moment we're together and nothing can erase this day.
Harvest the trolling motor off the pontoon boat. We're gonna get one with either a foot drive or remote control. And that is the seat base for the driver's seat. Basically using what I got. Trying to buy stuff if I've got it. There's our Christmas tree. Not a bad view. Live long and prosper. There it is. The color I picked out.
Gosh.
You like it?
Yeah.
See how it goes. We'll start right here on this wall. He's been moaning at me, both of them. Got a scrap piece from last time and used it to dial in the depth setting on the brad nailer. So it got better as I started messing with it. I mean, I know because I did all the electrical and all the plumbing. I know where electrical lines are, and I know where the plumbing is, but still, you know, it's far enough back in the 2x4s or 2x6 study walls that, well, hello, Levi, that we shouldn't hit anything, but I want to make sure when I go popping nails that I don't hit anything. And that's where I'm at. I've worked with some of this cheap, not this stuff, but some cheaper vinyl planks, and that'd be the biggest question we get from the naysayers, is that that stuff's not gonna work. And I guess it'll work till it don't, but anyway. This stuff's super expensive, like $60 per box, so I'm going to cut it off and use that end to start the next row, and it should stagger the seams just like hardwood floor, but we'll see what it looks like. Make sure you snap it together for the waterproof part of it. That's where people mess up and don't get it good and tight. Charlotte,
yeah.
Come look at this wall. I'm done with it. See if you want me to keep going. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty sick, isn't it?
That was really good.
It does look good.
That's really good.
You want to keep going with that?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm back on my Johnboat project. I've got everything mocked up. I've got to make a little spacer for the seat where I want it, but the corner hits right there, so I'm just going to put a spacer underneath it. But ran into some dialing in that I already don't want to do. This motor right here weighs 100 pounds. It is way heavier than the Johnson 9.5. So, and another deal is the cavitation plate is supposed to be level with the bottom of the boat. This part right here. And it's about 3 inches too low. So it's all about weight distribution and getting the boat to plane out. So I want to play around. I want to get as much weight forward as I can. So the trolling motor up there will help. The battery box will help. The cooler up there will help because I'm about right at 200 pounds and then 100 pounds of motor. So you don't want the boat popping a wheelie, plowing the water. You want it to plane out right on top. So we'll have to take it out and dial it in. Gotta make sure the trolling motor still works. I took it off the pontoon boat and I had to shorten the shaft quite a bit to make it work for this. So hopefully if I connect this, it will spin. No telling how long that battery will last, but we'll charge it up, see if it holds charge. We get questions in our comments. I guess this is morning talk at the container home. But anyway, we get questions in our comments about, is this a how-to container home channel, or I see a lot of Smooth Rapids stuff. This is just how we live. The reason why I'm working on my Jon Boat, and I haven't really talked about this, Charlotte knows, my family knows, but I've got a torn labrum in my left shoulder, and it's from years and years of kayaks and doing this number, putting them up on trailers. And I don't know, when I get my shoulder in any kind of angle or I got weight supporting over my head, it hurts and hurts bad. So I'll splice in the video to one of our most popular tours at Smooth Rapids, going to Burgess Falls, and I added it up last year. And I bet you I went to Burgess Falls 50 times at least, and it gets more and more every year. So that particular tour is on not moving water. So you have to paddle 2 miles on Center Hill Lake back to Burgess Falls, hang out with the tour, and then a 2 mile paddle back. And I can't do that anymore. And so I've got to have the Jon Boat to get back in there. And people say, well, why do you have to go as a guide? It's because you have no cell phone service. It's rocky terrain. If you ever have any problems up there, another benefit is that we got a boat with a motor that we can get back. And that's come into play, not with our customers. I've actually helped 2 of my competitors' customers with minor injuries, not 911 level. I don't know, if somebody broke a bone out there, I mean, you'd have to rappel in from the state park or a helicopter or something. But anyway, I took a lady back that cut her hand and couldn't hold her paddle anymore. And then another one of our competitors' customers had a heat stroke and took them back. Anyway, season will be here before too long, and I've got to get these boats ready so that I can make this trip. I have already hired a few of our summertime helpers, but I'm losing 3 guys that have been with me for 3 seasons. And they are, I don't know about you and where you're at, but it's hard to find people that want to work and work to the level that it needs to be successful in the tourism business, which means when I hire these kids, I tell them, hey, it's a summertime job. Kids, I mean, that's just who we attract. If it was a grown adult that worked, so be it. But I tell them, hey, from May through August, when school starts back, you know, your weekends belong to us. You know, if you want time off, you can have time off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the job. And if we have attendance issues, that's no good. So I had 3 guys that were good. They knew how to do everything. They knew how to load the trailers, drive the vans safely. And I'm going to have to replace them, which means I'm going to have to go to this Burgess Falls trip even more, because it's the furthest away from home base, and I can do it by myself. It's really a 2-person job, but I can do it by myself and get back in a reasonable amount of time. So as we get closer and closer to the season, I'm going to be hiring more help. I usually have a staff of 6 to 8 people. The way our structure works at Smooth Rapids is that I take care of the campground and the kayaking portion of it, and my other business partners manage the restaurant. So anyway, I'll clip in Burgess Falls, and you can see why people flock to this tour more than anything, and why I have to balance the container home and boats and kayaks, and why all this crap's laying everywhere. I'm gonna get it picked up and cleaned up better, but that's why I do what I'm doing. And my poor shoulder, it's this left one. Doctor says it's about pain management. He goes, I can fix it, but you know, you're gonna be down for 6 months, and I can't, I can't be down 6 months. So anyway, I guess decisions to be made long term, but luckily I'm married to a nurse that lives with me, and she will take care of me ultimately.